Hello loves, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be talking about egg magic a little bit in your practice. I've talked about eggs before, but I wanted to make a video because I've been doing a lot of kitchen witchery lately, and I wanted to show you guys how to use eggs to manifest. Before we get started though, I just wanted to announce that, first of all, happy Halloween season, obviously. And I am having a Halloween special for my website. All of my services are 31% off because you know it's Halloween. Using the code Hallows Day, you can get 31% off on all my services. This ends on Halloween, so I definitely recommend taking advantage of the special now. Because usually the discount's never this high, but I want to do something special for Halloween for you guys. So definitely take advantage if you want to work with me or if you need a reading or a session or anything like that. Also, don't forget to sign up for the spiritual balance workshop that I'm having next week. It is almost sold out, and I want to make sure whoever wants to come through can come through. It will always be available for replay for those who purchase tickets if you need to replay it later. That's why I like to use YouTube for the lives, for the workshops and stuff like that, because that way you guys can replay it, but it will only be available to either Patreon members or those who had purchased tickets. They will have that link. So definitely make sure if you want to come through to purchase your tickets. And the workbook, the balance workbook, it's available for pre-order right now. So definitely check that out on my website as well. The link will be down below. Now let's get into egg magic a little bit. So when it comes to eggs, it's important to understand that eggs are basically, like, I want you to think, especially if you are a woman, I want you to think of what, you know, in relationship to our eggs, right? What it does to our womb and what that creates. Eggs for manifestation, it's something that is not hard to use, but it just takes intention. This is why eggs are so versatile in brujeria and magic and espiritismo, because you can basically use them for so many different things, for offerings, for rituals. Why? Because in this egg is a live soul. Okay, especially if you're into, you know, soul work, past life regression work and stuff like that. This might be a little bit of surprise, but you can come back as an egg. You can come back as an unborn, you know, like you didn't get the chance to be born, but here the egg is. My vegan followers are going to be like, this is why. But eggs are really, really powerful, because in this container, every part of this egg can be used spiritually. The shell is used for cascarilla powder, which is used for many things, including cleansing and protection work. But eggs are very versatile because, again, they're holding a live breathing soul in here. You're holding a live breathing soul. So the next time you have eggs in your hands, or maybe you're cooking something, don't dismiss it that easily. You know, hold it in your hands and set some intentions, because what you're doing when you're working with eggs is that you're imprinting your intention. And like an egg, like a seed, because that's another thing that this is a seed that's just unborn. You can use this for manifestation for different things. So let's say you wanted to have a goal set up for yourself. Now I want you to, after this video, go do some research on what type of eggs that you're using and how long they usually take to be birthed. Okay, so I'm using a chicken egg here, but let's say you want to use a duck egg or, you know, quail egg or something like that in your spell work. Find out how long it takes for those eggs to, you know, like if you were to, you know, try to birth it into an actual bird, how long it would take for that to come into fruition, because that's usually the range of time that it takes for the manifestation to be birthed. And this is depending on how much work you're putting into it as well. So if you're trying to like use like eggs to like become a millionaire or something like that, like that's something different, because that kind of intention is going to take a lot of effort on your part. Eggs have protein, so you need to see it as they're giving you energy as well to work on the things and build your muscle, build your strength. Like when you're going to the gym, you don't just get muscles the next day, right? You have to build over it over time. So you have to understand how eggs help you within your practice. If it's something very short or quick that you need assistance with, like maybe you need something by the end of the week or 2 weeks or something like that, you can, depending on the egg that you work with, you can manifest it relatively quickly because it is a seed. Now, working with seeds require nourishment, so you have to play your part when you're working with the egg. You can't just kind of like dismiss it or whatnot and just call it a day. You have to play your role in it. So I'm going to show you guys how I do mine. But you guys just need to keep in mind that when you're working with eggs, you're working with a soul. You're just using that spirit, that soul, that energy. That's why they're so powerful for so many different things. And that's why when you do cleansings, it takes in and absorbs the energy that you were carrying, because it's still absorbing. It's either absorbing heat so it can come into life and be a bird, or it's absorbing the energy around us. So eggs are really, really versatile and powerful within magic. But yeah, I'm gonna show you guys how I cook mine up and the procedure that I do, and then yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. So what I like to do is bring some water to a boil. I'm currently making my favorite, you know, pretty famous egg salad sandwich, because everybody who has it is like in love with it. And I'm gonna be using some sea salt in the water. My mom taught me this trick. She puts sea salt on literally everything, even if it's eggs. Like if it's not cracking open, it's still getting sea salt. And this is something I've been taught since I was a little girl. Just put sea salt on anything. Any water you're cooking with, just cook it with sea salt. I mean, even if you're cooking like desserts and stuff like that, like it just helps with cleansing the water and setting like the space. So I bring the water to a boil, and I'm just gonna add some sea salt. So I prefer sea salt over the other types of salt because it's just more natural that way. So you're going to take the egg in your hand, and you're going to set and pray your intention over it as if it was already so in the present tense. If you do energy work, this is a good time to activate the water with your intention. And when you're ready, you can put the amount of eggs that you're going to need in there. For each egg, you can set different intentions. So you can let it cook till it's ready. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the mayo, and then I'm going to make my egg salad sandwich. I never hear anybody talk about this, but mayo is actually really, really cleansing when it comes to removing negative energy in spell work. And the reason being is because it has like lemon juice and eggs. It has eggs in there as well. And it has vinegar and salt. And so it's very cleansing. It might feel heavy because you're getting full, but it's still a very cleansing ingredient to put in food. And because I'm making my egg salad sandwich, I'm basically using the mayo and also the fact that, you know, it's white to create a kind of protective barrier around my intention once I take the shell out. And you can use the shells within future spell work as well. That's actually one of the cool things about it. If whatever intention you set for the eggshells, for the egg itself, is still in the eggshell, so you can powder the eggshells and use it in your spellcraft for like money work or whatever it was, like love or healing, whatever it was that you set intention for. So it's a very versatile spell. This spell is very, very versatile and something that you can use very, very simply. But yeah, mayo's gonna serve as a protective barrier. That's how I set intention for it when I'm cooking. We'll be talking about more like cooking witchery on the channel, so you guys can, you know, see. But yeah, I just wanted to make sure that you guys understood like the process and the ingredients and stuff. I'm going to be using wheat bread as my base, and wheat bread is also really good as a foundation for manifestation because it forms this kind of very hearty kind of like sponge for your intentions. This is why my egg salad sandwich is one of my favorite things to make. So yeah, I hope that you guys are enjoying this video so far. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. So you can keep the eggshells in a separate bowl and then go in the process of making cascarilla powder. So you would have to dry them out and then take the little film out. And I'm just going to go ahead and mix this together clockwise, specifically setting the mayonnaise for the intention for it to be protective of the intentions that I set for the egg. And then I'm just going to put it in my bread, and yeah, then we'll be good to go. So I'm just going to start spreading it. I always make a little bit more than I need to because I just like eating it on its own too. But she is done, so I'm gonna go ahead and just load it up, and then yeah, just have breakfast. So it is done. I'm gonna go ahead and have breakfast now and make myself some chlorophyll water. And yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something. Sorry the flash is on, I don't know why it's on. But I hope you learned something, and I hope you, you know, start using your kitchen time to actually work on some spells. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I would definitely see you loves in the next one. Have a beautiful day. Bye. Don't forget to subscribe.